Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kat and today I'm going to be setting up my month of July in my bullet journal, in my traveler's notebook. I recently moved into a new traveler's notebook for the second half of this year, so if you didn't watch my 2023 bullet journal setup, I'm going to link it below in the description so you can check it out. But first I wanted to show you my pages for June. So June has been a quick and chaotic month, I would say. I've been quite busy with moving and with all the things that we have to do and studying and stuff. So I haven't been really into my bullet journal, and I really like the pages and the color palette. I really like to see baby pink and baby green together, so I really love this color palette. I used my habit tracker well and my tasks for this month, and my fitness tracker has been on point because even though I'm busy, I'm still working out regularly and going to the gym, which makes me really happy. And since I'm going to use this new bullet journal for July and I'm going to keep track of things during the month of June, I'm going to include the insert in my bullet journal. The Hinoki notebook cover holds 3 inserts, so it's perfect. I have one for the first half of the year, one for the second half, and the other one in blank pages for my task list. With all that said, let's get going with my July theme and all the stationery that I'm going to use for this month. So for my theme for July, I decided to use some products from Tacti. Tacti is a small business stationery brand. I really love collaborating with them because their entire aesthetic for their products is really my style. They are really black and white, simplicity, minimalism, and I really love that for stationery, especially in my bullet journal. And I collaborated with them in March with some other stationery that they got me, but I didn't have the chance to use these stickers, so I decided to use them in this video because I wanted to do a theme inspired by home decor, wall decor, and I thought that these stickers would be amazing for that. This video is not sponsored, but I got gifted these stickers and I'm going to do a blog post for them talking about the minimal pages that I do and the themes that I do and how I recommend starting a bullet journal and starting with themes and colors and stationery. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave the link for the blog post in the description of this video below, and you can always use my code catsplanner10 on Tacti's shop for 10% off. So starting with my July theme, I decided to change things up this month because I'm moving out and I don't need habits in my bullet journal or my fitness tracker in here because I track everything digitally. I just find satisfying to write things down in my bullet journal. But for July, I don't really know how my fitness life is going to be, and in terms of to-do lists, I don't know what I'm going to need. So I decided to not track any habits in my bullet journal. I do have a habit tracker in Notion digitally that I do every month with smaller things, but I decided to not do it this time for July. So for my cover page, I decided to go a bit heavy on the stickers, and I used the plain stickers around the title for July. And these kind of inspired me of wall decor, those paintings or frames that are combined together in a wall, and it's just beautiful all together. And so I did that for the top portion of the page, and then at the bottom I just did a little bar on the side with my Tombow Dual brush pen for the tracking of the things that I'm doing throughout the month. So my left page is going to be my to-do list for the month, and my right page is going to be a bingo page. I don't think that in 5 years that I've been bullet journaling that I've ever done a bingo page in my bullet journal, even though those are quite popular, or they were quite popular back in the day when I started, but I just never did a bingo page in my bullet journal. So I decided to do one for activities and things that we want to do together while living together. So in this bingo, I just did the 4x5 bingo. 5x5 couldn't fit in my bullet journal, so I just did 20 squares, and I just put their activities that we want to do together. For example, we want to have a sushi date at home, we want to decorate our studio, we can go furniture shopping, having movie night, a morning walk around the town, whatever. We want to just do a bunch of different things, and so I thought it would be fun to have a bingo just for that. And I didn't fill in the entire page because my boyfriend is not in Portugal at the moment, but I want to complete the page with him, and we can kind of decide what other activities we want to do together and put it in my bullet journal and do a little bingo game throughout the month of July. This can kind of work as a dates bingo or a dates goal page, but I think it's pretty fun to do this just for the sake of entertainment in my bullet journal. So yeah, I don't know if you ever did a bingo page, but let me know what type of bingo page you did in your bullet journal and why. I just added more decorations to the page at the bottom to kind of like balance with the top portion of the other page, and I think they balance each other really well. And at the end of the month, I'm going to show you my full bingo page on my Instagram, and if you don't follow me there, make sure you do. It's just at catsplanner. For these titles, I used my Kuretake brush pen and I use my typewriter stamps from Notebook Therapy. Everything is going to be linked down below, but for Notebook Therapy stuff, you can use my code catsplanner for 10% off. And at the bottom of the page, I just added more of those planned stickers. I feel like they add a really light and minimal look to the page, but there's something there, and that's the kind of decoration in my bullet journal that I really enjoy. Those are my first pages for July. I'm not doing any heavy trackers or any trackers really for this month, and my next page is actually going to be my big memories page for July. So if you watched my videos until this point this year, you know that I do a memories page every single month. It's the left page of the month, and I normally keep it blank until the end of the month so I can put any stickers and photos of the things that happened throughout the month. And I really enjoy making those pages because it's a living memory of my memories for the month in my bullet journal, and I really like that. Instead of journaling about it, I just save a page in my bullet journal for that, and it works perfectly. But for July, since this theme is like house inspired, I wanted to do something even bigger, so I decided to do a calendar for the month of July, catching up with the weeks of June and August, but mainly focusing on July. And I'm going to have these big rectangles for any photos and stickers and stamps, whatever represents the month in this calendar. But instead of just having like random photos without dates, I can actually add the photos to the dates on the calendar. And just for reference, the photos that I'm going to use for this page are going to be these ones that I'm showing you. This is from a printer from Xiaomi that my boyfriend got me for Christmas, and I can link it below, but this printer is really good quality. That's a printer that I use for all of the photos that you see in my bullet journal, in my flip throughs, and in my memories pages on my Instagram. This is just half of the paper, so they are double this size, the normal paper, the format that they come in. But I normally just cut them into 2 or 4 depending on how I want them to fit in my bullet journal. We are really excited for this big step that we are taking together, and I just left it pretty much blank. And for the titles, I just added the July title with the leaves on each side, and I kept it pretty simple because I want to fill in this calendar with a bunch of photos and receipts and anything that I can put in my bullet journal and take care of it as my like traveler's notebook. So yeah, that's the purpose of this page. But those are going to be all of my pages for July. I know that these pages are a bit random for a monthly setup, but these are, I think, the pages that I need for this month. So that's what I did for this setup. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched until this point, leave a black emoji in the comments, and don't forget to check out Tacti's shop and my blog post, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!